Pikachu back, by the way. I was thinking about when I made that Pokemon thing. I said, where'd my Pikachu go? Forgot all about him. He was all the way in the back, chilling. Now Pikachu back front and center, looking lovely. Anyways, all right, so today we're going to be talking about Redfall and a lot of the media coverage that it's actually gotten over the last 2 days, or at least day. I've been watching a lot of videos. GameSpot put out a best one, really. IGN's was okay. I was watching Easy Allies. That wasn't really entertaining. But if you watch the GameSpot one, they actually had like people going back and forth, and actually multiple people play with different characters. So if we were to watch any Redfall video, watch that one because it explains a lot more, and it also gives different opinions for different types of play styles. So if you want to watch one, I recommend the GameSpot one. But yeah, so a lot of information came out recently because a lot of the press were able to get hands-on time with the game, and they were like able to play like 90 minutes or so, about 5 missions in. And they wanted to focus on single player only experience versus the multiplayer, so they can actually, get immersed in the world, understand the mechanics, and actually feel as you want to get that Arkane feel, or not just a open world shooter looter. They didn't want that to feel the way. So the multiplayer was taken out of the equation, and actually that was a pretty good move for them because the reception is that the game is one of those looter shooters with a lot of weapons and gives you that feel of different colored tiers like Borderlands. You have a leveling system. There's like across the bottom of your screen at all times, like going up like you would see in a Borderlands. So they took a lot of inspiration for those types of games, but they made it unique and a truly like cool experience based off of the type of enemies you're fighting, and of course the storytelling in the small world, and also the actual design of the world. So the key thing that I took away from this is that it's going to be that type of game like Borderlands, but it's going to have a better story, and it's going to be more entertaining to run around in the world. That's what I got from it. And I think that's worth my time simply because I love Borderlands games. I really like the Arkane games, or games I played from them. And the games that I played were Dishonored, and I played Deathloop. I really like Deathloop, but a lot of people were saying that was like a knockoff of the Praise DLC, and the DLC was better. So I never tried that, but I did like Deathloop at least. So yeah, I'm interested in that because of now the new information that came out. But they were really showing off some cool stuff, and some of the highlights for me was the vampire killing and how you had to actually stake them to get them to be killed, or you can petrify them with UV lights, or you can burn them. A lot of different ways to confirm kill something, so you didn't. It felt like when Destiny brought in the light characters, and you had to confirm with the breaking of the ghost. And when you break the ghost, that's when you actually like finish them off. It's kind of felt like that, and it gives you a little bit more strategy at least. And that, from my understanding, that's what they received as well. So again, it's more of those types of mechanics. Another thing that I also saw that I really liked was that they showcased some of the punishing mechanics. Like if you were to do too much, this thing or this individual vampire called the Rook would come after you, or it was the Rook or the Rock. It would come after you, and it would try to beat you up, kill you. And it's something that the vampire lords will send after you if you're doing too much wreckage in the world. So I feel like they're going to have a lot of things to play with, and they're going to bring in a lot of different mechanics. And if I'm going to play another one of these games soon, and I skipped Tiny Tina's Wonderland, it's going to be this one, because one, it's on Game Pass. Two, I feel like Arkane will do a good job with storytelling with inside a multiplayer world. and I can play with friends. I think this is checking off a lot of boxes now that I originally thought it wasn't. I originally thought it was going to be like, very simplistic, not too many layers to it. Basically, everything that Arkane is not. But you just have to give it time to show itself. I think this hands-on preview did more justice for the game than anything I've seen in the past. So, if you were looking to get more information on it and you thought maybe I'll wait to the beginning, like when it starts to, trickle out new information, this is the part where you start to look at it again and to start to take notice to that trickling of information, because this is where, they start to actually show stuff. And they were talking about the story a little bit, but I won't go into that. But really, you know, bad guy gets superpowers, has some traumatic situation happen, and they get superpowers, or they turn themselves into vampires, and then they start to take over the Redfall. And I feel like they're gonna do like a really cool different set pieces. Like I do see that occurring in this game, and I'm just here for it. I think the players and the actual combat with traversal, being able to climb up and get up high, I feel like they're gonna probably weigh more towards those. Like any game, traversal is just it's the best use. If you have a blink and and you can be able to teleport somewhere, 9 times out of 10 that's going to be the most used character. If you can get into high spaces and move around, mobility in these types of shooters, it tends to be the most favorable of the characters. So I hope that the ones that aren't as mobile, get some real good perks and specials and upgrades to kind of make them feel more powerful on the field too. Because it is a co-op game and you don't want people to feel like they can't play with hurt people. I don't know if they even restrict you from playing with the same character or not. I would think so they can have the banter and all that stuff, because again, it is that type of game. So I don't know. I just know I'm probably going to enjoy it, at least for what it is, even for a single playthrough. But they did say that they had 3 tiers of difficulty, and another tier of difficulty unlocks after you beat the game. So I think it's a lot of replayability, and that's really good, because you want this type of game where a lot of loot for you to have to do something more. And getting better weapons and progressing the story and doing all that good jazz, that all helps in keeping the player engaged and keeping people actually wanting to play. It's going to be hard to try to finish this game with a group of friends, but it probably won't be if you can drop in, drop out, and it kind of progresses. And so it's really going to be important about how they progress the world, and if you're dropping in and out of places. But overall, my impression was that it was good. My impression was that they actually did a good job of showcasing the game, like vampire killing, what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day, or the daily, the tasks that you're going to be doing, the open world map, the mobility of it, the unique play styles that they're going to allow you to manifest in the game. Like, I like all of that. I like the uniqueness of it. So I really hope they just delve into that more and make it really unique experience per person. So we'll see, though. We have to wait and see. We can't just judge it right now and say, oh, it's going to be perfect. But I think right now I am feeling a lot better than I was when the game initially was announced. I'm feeling a lot better. So yeah, put Redfall back on your radar if you haven't, and check out the previews. Like I said, GameSpot did a really good job on their preview, so I would check out that one first. But that's pretty much it for me. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what your comments down in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Redfall? Do you think this was enough? Do you think that they need to still show more? Are you going to be upset about them changing the direction of the game? Let me know your thoughts, because this game it's a unique one, to say the least. They pivot pretty quickly, and it's unique in that way. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Peace.